And you want us to encourage him to make more games, even though you know how it makes him feel. He clearly wants to make games, but he doesn't. He thinks he wants to make games. He thinks he wants to make games, but he's confused. God, man, glad to see you arrived safely and captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned, someone called the press, so might have a bit of tension on this one. Also, one more thing you have to know about the machine. It calls itself code. He made all these games, not one of them ever released.
And of course, it's the machine.
Stop. Your work was keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of the creations that any of us could make it and possibly go back to trusting you. I don't know what I'm saying. So, here's what needs to happen. You need to go to people and volunteers, to the people that you allow them to suffer. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying and what the hell's going on, but it's pretty cool. Then I can't see shit because there's like a fucking my friends. It falls on me to deliver bad news. I have troubling revelations. This machine will not appear on the time. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it, and than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it what we are not failures. Follow me, and we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy them, everything that the machine has created. I don't want to. It's gone. It's the stage. No, it's the stage again. I have the gun. I can Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. Oh yeah, the machinist. I'll make sure you're known forever. That what you're scared of.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Huh.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that
I
could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
The entire thing is falling apart. And I guess that's what you're doing by releasing this game. The entire room goes down. I will go down. Oh! What?
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Coda was the machine. Put down your weapon. No, put down your weapon. I won't shoot. I didn't shoot.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
What? But it didn't help him a lot. Made it worse, I imagine.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
What? Didn't you say it continued to 2013? The Tower.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, The Tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
There's not much. Oh my god, I'm being so silent in this game, but that's just because I'm so fucking concentrated.
This room actually has a maze in it.
What?
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, this is so freaky. This is some freaky shit. This is some freaky shit.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
Huh.
I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him. But I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000. Million different possibilities. As I see it. I guess he went into the game files to find out, because there's absolutely no chance he tried them all. No! Well, misclick once, you fuck up. What? But I didn't put in the right code. Well, maybe I did. I hope I did. What?
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Oh.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's the switch.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
No.
I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution.
No!
But I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
The 3 dots? Why is that pink? There's two pink lights in the middle of a dark grey maze.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
Hold on, no!